Just they played better. It's hats off to that team. They came out, they executed, and then we gotta defend better. We gotta make more plays in the first half. We gotta come out stronger.
Did they surprise you at all with any looks?
I mean, definitely heavy run versus pass. You know what I mean? I think there were more pass personnel coming into the game, and they saw some run looks, and they did very well.
Seemed like tackling, that's probably the worst that we've seen from you guys since the Michigan State game. Kind of what went wrong, and particularly in that aspect of the game.
Yeah, we just got to get back to the fundamentals on it. You know what I mean? It's just it felt similar to it. You know what I mean? We just got to put our head on it. You know what I mean? Fundamental wrap up, and that's just at the end of the day we didn't do it.
What's the key on third down defense? Obviously that was a problem today. What is the key when you get to those third downs that you guys are usually really good at?
Third down, you just got to get off the field. That's the key. I mean, you mean how? Like, okay, sorry. Like, I mean, it really comes down to just your keys, your fundamentals, and it comes down just to really making the play. You know, I mean, I think that we switch up our coverages, we switch up a lot of stuff, whether we're blitzing, whether we're coming, staying in zone coverage, all that stuff. But it really comes down to just executing the game plan and knowing exactly where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there, passing off keys, jamming routes, all that stuff.
How much
and tackling.
How much did you miss your partner in crime back there today?
I mean, obviously, you know, that's my guy. But I thought Jaden Harrelson came in, he stepped up, and he made some big time plays for us. So we kept the ball rolling. But you know, obviously, it's Jay Higgins. You know, of course you're gonna miss him.
15 days until your next game. How much more does that make this one sting?
A lot. You know what I mean? I mean, if you compete, no loss is easy. You know what I mean? It hurts. Everything hurts. So. But you know, 24-hour rule might get extended a little bit this week, just because we do have the bye. Might feel it a little bit longer, but we'll flush it and then we'll get back to work too.
TJ Harden in their run game, were they doing anything special like you have such performance like they did?
I mean, he was just making plays. He was making really good cuts. I mean, he was hitting the backside on some of the plays. And then on the front side, he was squeezing through some gaps. You know, I mean, we got to do I know me personally, I have to do a better job of setting more firm edges and trying to two-gap that blocker versus being a one-for-one guy. So I put that a lot on myself. But at the end of the day, we just gotta execute. We gotta hit our run fits. But he's a heck of a player. I mean, they do a lot with him. He ran the ball hard, and I mean, he broke tackles. He's a really good running back.
You were hobbling a little bit after a couple of plays in the fourth quarter. How are you feeling overall after the game?
I feel great. Yeah, I feel great.
When did you first meet Jackson Stratton?
When I first meet Jackson,
do you know much about him?
Yeah, call him Shaggy. You know? He's a good dude. He was on scout team for the first part of the season, but you know, things happen. People have to step up. Kind of reminds me of Fort Worth last year. But I mean, the first time I probably talked to him was probably second, third week on campus. You know, I just kind of thought he was like one of the freshmen and all that stuff. I didn't really know much about him, but he came out and had maybe we had like skills and drills or something like that, and saw him throwing the thing. I was like, who's this kid? But heck of a dude, heck of a competitor. Just comes to work. He's got a little chip on his shoulder too.
How was he on scout team?
What you say?
How was he on scout team?
Oh, he's making plays. Yeah, he makes plays. He's a good dude. You know, one of those dudes who shows up, lunch pail kind of guy, goes to work, doesn't make a lot of rah-rah, you know what I mean? And just he's earned his way up to this role.
Any particular plays that stand out to you?
About
Jackson? Yeah, Shaggy from the scout team.
Shaggy, I mean, from today.
Or I was going to say from like when you were playing with him or when you were going up against him on scout team.
Oh, on scout team, I mean, definitely. There's been some balls to KJ Parker. He's thrown on the money. You know, KJ Parker's made some heck of plays. You know what I mean? Alec Wigg, they have some good connections. I can't think of an exact play, but I just know that, you know, during scout team, those guys make plays too.
All right, thanks, Nate.